We have a very important data type in Python that's called tuple. Well, the pronunciation is a little bit difficult, so we cannot difficult it very well. Some calls it tuple, some calls it tuple. Like basically it is a data type. Well, a tuple is a list. Unlike list, we cannot modify them. So tuple same to a list. It looks same to a list, but they are immutable. The list was mutable. It is immutable. So how it looks like, for example, I have my tuple. I want to have an example. My tuple, it is like bracket 1 2 3 4 5. This is a tuple. Let's print this. Well, my tuple, it has printed the tuple. So why we use this? Because we have already the list, a data structure called list. Why we have, or why we use this? Because a tuple, sometimes we don't need to change the value. Sometimes we don't need to have something like changing in our program. So we just use a tuple instead of a list. Let's have a further example of this. We have 1. How to access this? Well, in index 1 there is 2, the value 2. But sometimes let me tell you that I told you it is immutable. We cannot change. For example, my tuple 1, I am going to assign this into hello, and I want to remove this. Well, it throws some error. Type error means it cannot be. Tuple object does not set support item assignment. We cannot assign because it's immutable. Well, I want to clear this and I want to have something more about this. For example, let's remove this and I say that 5 in my tuple. I'm asking a question. Either 5 is in the tuple? Yes, true. It returns the true because 5 is there. Now, for example, we have a new tuple. New tuple is my tuple 1 and 3. Well, I've created a new tuple. So I want to print this new tuple. Either it print something or not. Well, yeah, a new tuple has been assigned or has been created. It is created. Well, I can assign a new value like list. For example, let's have another example here. My tuple is equal to that values my tuple dot index of 5. Let's print. This is a method. The method. Well, what is an index 5? Well, it's 4. So in this index, well, it shows the 4. And let's print or show the another method like my tuple is the length of my tuple 5. It is 5. The index 4 and it is overall 5. Well, this is a tuple. We have talked about the methods. We have talked about the immutability of this. So the difference between tuple and list.